Ever wonder how EMDR works in your brain? In the next couple minutes, I'll break down the science behind EMDR, and you don't have to have a degree in neuroscience to understand. Usually when you have a difficult experience, your brain has this adaptive mechanism to it. It will take what's useful from that experience and hold on to it while getting rid of all of the negative information that isn't useful for you. However, when you do have a traumatic episode, this memory can get frozen in your brain with all of the negative information that usually your brain will discard. So we're talking about body sensations, emotions, negative beliefs, all that stays with you and gets stuck in your brain. That's why years later, a thought, a smell, a sound can trigger a strong reaction. It's that your brain hasn't completely processed the memory of that traumatic episode or that adverse experience that you had. So when these triggers come on, it's like you're reliving that moment all over again. EMDR helps by using what's called bilateral stimulation. Bilateral stimulation is anything that activates both sides of your brain. So this can be side-to-side eye movements, physical tapping, or even just sounds in each of your ears. This gets your brain's adaptive information processing mechanism working so that you can process difficult memories. Researchers believe that this is similar to what happens in your brain when you're sleeping at night. When you're in REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, your eyes are moving in a lot of different directions. Meanwhile, your brain is processing a lot of social information, and often when we have a good night's sleep, we might feel emotionally more regulated in the morning. So there seems to be some kind of link between eye movements and processing of the experiences that we have each day. So when you use bilateral stimulation, these side-to-side eye movements, the physical tapping, the sounds, your brain being stimulated on both sides allows you to process all of that information that negatively impacts you. So again, those body sensations, those negative beliefs, those emotions that aren't helpful for you, your brain is really working to digest that information. So that way, when you do have the memory again, you're not reliving it. It feels like it's in the past rather than you're experiencing it in the present. Research shows that using bilateral stimulation within EMDR can reduce the activity in the parts of your brain that stay on high alert. So namely your amygdala. This is the fear center of your brain, and that can be particularly strengthened after traumatic episodes. After doing EMDR, the parts of your brain that make meaning of the experience, your prefrontal cortex becomes more activated and strengthened while that activity in the amygdala is reduced. And also your hippocampus, the part of your brain that's responsible for filing away memories, also gets activated so that you can restore that memory in a way that's helpful for you. So you'll still have your memory after using reprocessing in EMDR and using this bilateral stimulation. It's just that any guilt, any shame, any other negative emotions or negative feelings in your body, you won't have those anymore when you bring up that memory. So that's the power behind the neuroscience of EMDR. Bilateral stimulation can help you move on from difficult memories. If you're wanting to know more, I'm going to break down the 8 phases of EMDR in more detail. In a previous video, I gave an overview, but we'll be going through each of the 8 phases so that you know what to expect throughout your EMDR sessions. Take care.